What's up? Good morning. All right, Michael Cherokee back. All right, this video is going to be about trying to stay to your program while you were sick. And I mean sick. Guys, I got a real bad cold over the week and it was tough getting through my workouts. There was probably one day that I actually had to lay out, but I did make it up. This past weekend, I was definitely not feeling good, but those of you out there, you have questions about that, and it's a good point to bring up. What happens when you're sick and you got goals and you just, gosh, man, you just don't want to miss the gym. And some people say you need the rest, but to me, when I get going and I start working out, I feel better during the workout. Sometimes my joints might ache or my muscles are aching, and it might cause me to slow down a little bit, but I definitely feel better. It opens up my sinuses, it gets me breathing a little bit better. And I don't know if you can tell now, I mean, I'm better. I feel hugely different today. I mean, I feel a lot better than I have, and I still think that I'm probably about 95 to 96% because your nose, everything's still got to kind of die down after all the nose blowing, and I didn't have a lot of coughing, but I definitely had some body aches and whatnot. But guys, stay tuned. I'm gonna talk a little bit more about how you can get through your program while you're being sick. It's also a lot of stuff that you should do when it comes to eating as well. All right, guys, stay tuned. Today is Sunday. Just gonna get dressed, get my normal routine, get some breakfast in me. We got a little bit of things planned for the day. Not too much. Just today is a little bit about the first rest day after being sick. So I've been going non-stop, and I'm one of those that when I get sick, I don't slow down. I do my best to fight it. I don't let it get the best of me. I do take a little bit of medicine, but nothing major. One thing I did do a couple of days ago, I don't ever do this because I'm not very good with taking medicine that is forced to make you drowsy to help you sleep at night, because when I take it, man, it knocks me on my butt. The next morning, I'm dragging, trying to get out of bed. In fact, I don't even think it was a morning. It was more like late morning. And then for the rest of the day, I just felt like crap. I got up, I did eat, I sat up long enough, I made some breakfast, and I tried to get some energy in me with the drink I got, and it did not work out well. I ended up getting about 300 milligrams of caffeine and still went back to sleep. And that's how rough that stuff is. But I'm going to get some breakfast. So, all right, here we go. All right, time to eat. So, best advice I can give you, if you're sick, you must eat. I know, I understand that some of you get sick, you lose your appetite, you have no taste for food. And I can't express how important and how beneficial it is to you and your body to make sure that you are still eating your food, still trying to get in your regimen, make sure that you're still eating periodically throughout the day, because the food is energy. Food is also what your body needs to help your immune system fight off what's going on. And let me tell you, those of you who do eat, you'll notice that your energy levels do come back up a little bit while you're sick. It's just when you lay around and you don't eat, you starve yourself, not to mention that you're sick, and now you're going to be all weak and just tired feeling because you don't have any food in your system. And then you go to sleep, and then the next day you want to feel like you have a headache, and you're hurting all over. But a lot of those times that stuff also means that you don't have any food in you. Do the best you can and make sure that you keep eating. I know for some of you it's hard. If you got nausea, on the other hand, there's stuff that you can take. I mean, that sucks, but I didn't have vomiting or anything like that. But if you got nausea, there's stuff that you can take. Do the best you can. You should be eating soup, you should be eating some kind of healthy crackers or whatever on that aspect, but do your best to keep eating. Don't ever slow it down. Plenty of liquids too. You gotta keep drinking your liquids. Don't ever just lay out and not do anything. Don't make yourself so you're incapacitated either. Make sure that you're getting up, you're moving around, try to continue on with your day-to-day life. Don't lay around and play dead, and also try not to be a burden on somebody else. I understand that your significant other might be there to help you, but they should want to help take care of you. and there's nothing wrong with that. You should want to provide some care for them, but don't lay around and baby and everything. You should get up and do things. You should try to take care of yourself and still try to perform your day-to-day activities, your job, things like that. And those are some of you, you might have a job that, like my job, I did. There was one day that when my nose was just burning and my eyes were watering and I was constantly blowing my nose. I just took a judgment call and I said, I can't go into work, but definitely did some things at the house. I definitely did some work around the house. I completed some other tasks. So it wasn't like I took a complete full sick day. I just got some things done around the house instead of going to my other position and exposing other people to whatever I had. So, all right, we're gonna eat. All right, so we are getting into what we would consider the cold season, meaning, the temperature is going to be dropping in certain areas. However, this is the time of the year that a lot of people start getting sick. If you haven't started a fitness journey yet, those of you who can expect to get sick during the holidays, because maybe you're just prone to it or you have a lowered immune system, those of us that do work out, it is very rare that we do get sick. And a lot of times the way we eat, some people that are actively working out or they do have an exercise program sometimes don't always have the best diet, and a lot of times your diet also will dictate the type of immune system that you have. Long duration of low carb diets to no carb diets, for example, your body does tend to lack some of the nutrients and vitamins and minerals that are necessary to help build your body up and to have a good immune system. So it is important that you are still eating healthy and that you are consuming an adequate nutrition program even when you're working out. However, this cold season means that it's so important that you keep around the clock a consistent regimen of food. That way you don't get yourself sick, and even if you do get sick, it won't be long or drawn out, because it's important that you stay healthy year round, that you are consuming the right types of foods. All right, so as we continue into the colder seasons, it is going to start getting darker soon, because I don't know why we still do daylight savings. It doesn't make sense to me, but there is getting ready to be a time change. The days are going to start getting a little shorter. It's going to get dark sooner, and a lot of times people start shutting down, mentally, in their focus, because it's darker outside, and it's like after work, oh, it's dark, I need to be at home. This is where people start making that mistake, when they think that the day is just over sooner because it's darker sooner, and it doesn't. You need to follow the clock, not the daylight to nighttime. There's nothing we can do about this nighttime getting earlier in the day. You need to still focus on your goals. It's going to be darker outside, but it should not stop you from performing your goals and staying on track. All right, so speaking of being sick, I have to perform Operation Make Girlfriend Feel Better. So, Operation Make Girlfriend Feel Better is underway. So,
I wasn't sick by myself this past week. I actually was sick with my girlfriend. She was sick at the same time. We both probably contracted the same thing. In fact, a couple of other friends of ours also got sick about the same time. We don't know exactly what happened or where we got it for sure, but it's just a cold. No, nothing to be alarmed about, but she's at work today not feeling too hot, so I'm gonna be a good boyfriend and bring her a little goodie bag. We're on the way there now. Unfortunately, I haven't gotten permission from her to put her on camera yet, so I'm not going to be able to shoot her on camera, but maybe I'll take a couple of glimpses of some goodies and stuff that I'll be getting for her. All right, here we go. What's up? I'm back. Bit of an adventure. So here's a little bit of advice for all you guys or girls out there that want to do something nice for your significant other if ever they are sick. And I can't take credit for this because I really just never heard of it, but I thought it was a pretty interesting term. But you know, right before I got to my girlfriend's work, you know, and I said earlier she was sick, she wasn't feeling very well. She's kind of had to tell into things. Hopefully she's getting ready to be out of the woods, but she just was not feeling very good today at work. So I had to be a good boyfriend. I had to drive to her job. I wanted to get her something from Starbucks, so I asked her what she wanted, and she told me a medicine ball. Never heard of that, and I was really skeptic about asking for it when I got there, but sure enough, they knew exactly what I wanted. It's a combination of teas, and it's got some honey in it and things like that, but it's designed to help you feel better and raise your spirits up and get your energy levels up and help speed up your metabolism. And definitely she was feeling a lot better actually after she drank it. So, and of course I had to make things even better and take her out somewhere and get her something to eat so she got some good food on her belly. But I couldn't film any of it. I apologize, and I haven't really, you know, I've talked to her about putting her on camera yet, and I don't know if I will or will not, but you know, at some point maybe. But anyways, guys, definitely good piece of advice. You know, do the best you can when you're trying to stay on your program while you're sick. Always keep the food going. And, you know, and don't just eat junk. It's something I should have mentioned earlier, but I'm going to mention it now. You know, a lot of you think, okay, it's time for a cold, it's time for soups. It's time for, you know, things. Some people, they venture out to a lot of sugar because they make the same excuses about not having their taste buds, or they can't really taste anything. And you know, a funny thing with me, I can't even smell anything today. So apparently I'm still got a little bit of drainage, but my taste buds aren't completely back. My sense of smell, I've sprayed like 3 or 4 colognes and I couldn't smell any of them. So that's how bad it is. So, but I feel pretty good. I believe my sense of smell will probably come back tomorrow, full stream. I should be 100%. And you know, back to a bit of advice, please get you some good, decent food. Soups are good, and you know, they're beneficial, but you need to find soups, preferably that if you were going to do them, make them from scratch. And I know some of you are out there going, I can't make soup from scratch when I'm sick. I don't feel like it. But it's keeping you moving. You know, some of the recommendations out there about the viruses and COVID, for example, that are going around. And again, God forbid anybody get COVID or whatnot, but the rule of thumb that they say is to keep moving. Don't ever sit still. Don't ever lie down. Do yourself a favor and keep moving. Do the best you can to still perform your day-to-day activities. You know, don't go around anybody if you're in quarantine. You know, if you need to stay home from work, stay home from work. You know, you don't want to get anybody else sick, but do the best you can to keep yourself moving. You know, I know you got somebody there that might take care of you, and that's fine. But you should learn to take care of yourself too. Do the best you can to stay healthy. Keep the food going. Make sure you're eating. You know, and I was just telling my girlfriend today that, you know, I've just been eating because it's time to eat. I haven't really been looking forward to eating yet because I can't taste anything, but I definitely want to keep the food going. But because I'm still getting those 5 meals a day, I still have the energy levels that I need. My immune system was up. I didn't feel weak. I didn't feel like I needed to put myself in the hospital. And for those of you who starve yourself, or you tell yourself you can't eat because you just can't stomach it, you're the ones that are probably going to end up in the emergency room or going to the doctor's office because you can't get over your cold because you just feel tired and weak and hurting all over because you're not only sick now, but you're starving yourself. All right, guys, that's the end of this video today. If you haven't done so already, like and subscribe. Gosh, I give you guys hints all the time. Like and subscribe. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Michael Cherokee out.